Good morning, guys. My name is Oscar Rose. It is 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. Couldn't remember what day it was. 8 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, and so I'm going to do a little bit of animation because it's animation time. So this is where I've got a couple of eye darts in there. It's over here. It's over there. A bit of a shock, and then that kind of swoop in, and then from here he needs to go up into that standing pose. I'm going to focus on getting up into that standing pose. I think one thing that I want to do is I want to change where this eye dart is, and I want to give it a bit of a blink beforehand, because if you're really not bothered about anything, then I think you'd probably blink when you're looking from place to place, rather than like a kind of open-eyed turn sort of thing, because that suggests like you don't want to miss something. That suggests like you're alert to something. So I think just having that little bit of a blink as he kind of moves over will kind of help. I'm also going to have a bit of a blink here as well, so this guy is probably the guy that I'm thinking about for the stand-up. So it's definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4, it seems. So I want him to do this quite quick, I think. So I'm assuming that his first foot goes there, then his second foot goes. So that's what we've got for his stand-up. Very, very basic. There's no attitude in there whatsoever. There's no real kind of sense of timing with this either. So up, down, up. Let's start going into those poses now and feeding into them a little bit. Obviously he's kind of like in this position, he's this kind of stoic position. I'm going to keep before that so that I can have a little bit of a kind of like anticipation, because in order for him to get into this position, he's going to want to roll a little bit. But I think because this is going to be quite a quick movement, he's going to kind of have some lag in that, in the ears. Although what does that look like? Yeah. Okay, I'm fine with that. He's just placed this foot down. Should I do it this way? Obviously, if I've got one foot here, okay, if I want to move that foot, then I'm going to have to shift the weight before transferring it, and then when it's down, I can transfer my weight back over to it. So the actual crux of that weight change, that kind of one side to the other, is, I would say, in between this movement going all the way over there. Okay, so at the top of the arc, I'm going to make sure that when he, sticking with the rule that I've just given myself, when he places down is when he's going to be at the ultimate of that arc, and then we can shift things around when it comes to polishing. Once again, I don't want to make this massive because I don't want to muddy the action too much. The main thing that I want is a nice little swoop of the head. Kind of utilizing his head as a way of being able to hide the shoddy animation of the rest of the body. Once again, I don't think that's cheating. I think that is smart use of my time. Okay, I think I'm cool with that. Let's just do this anticipation. Ooh, hello. Oh. Oh, poor little doggy. I'm gonna play with the timings a little bit, because the revelation at the end is probably the quickest thing to kind of get into. Okay, but the thing is, when you're animating, sometimes you just gotta make it work to the timing that you've been given. And I've been given 8 seconds. Okay, so let's just watch this through. As I say, it's far too fast, you can't really see what's going on too much. So what I might have to do is just delete some of the keys. Delete some of those poses. And unfortunately that's part of animating. Let's have a quick look at this. So okay, I think that feels nice. Plenty of things that we can do with it. I want to grab hold of everything. I'm going to grab all of these and turn them to auto. Just see what happens. Oh wow, everything's really fast, isn't it? Gosh, right. This is one of those issues, you know, you see something in block that works, and then as soon as you move it into spline, it looks crazy. It just goes far too fast, and you don't read the poses. Especially doing that, it just looks like his head's going mental. Okay, well, we have plenty to work with here. Back up to here. So, we have plenty to work with. It's going to be quite a lot of work to stretch some of those movements out, to smooth them out, so that it doesn't feel like somebody's just going into position, into position. We want to make sure that that's all kind of flowing quite nicely. Timing wise, you know, let's play around with some bits and pieces. We're not locked down with timing, we're locked down to duration, but we're not locked down to timing, so that's fine. And yeah, it's just going to be a case of going through those splines in the graph editor and smoothing them out and making sure that they just look good. That's about it. It's almost 9:10. I'm gonna have to go to work now, so goodbye. Hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, then hey, think about liking and subscribing, and also sharing it with your friends. That would be great for me. Anyway, I've got to go, so goodbye!